Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
Hello, chat. I forgot about Genshin.
I see the value in my own work.
I forgot about Genshin to the point where the update went live yesterday, and we have some catching up to do. So that's what I'm going to do today, actually. I can be convinced, potentially, for Assassin's Creed on Friday. I can put it up to a vote. But, it's been so long. Yeah, we got a whole new region. It's Natland time, baby. Although I'm not pulling for this character, I'm pulling for Kazuha, because I kind of need them. But they will give you a free 4-star, and I already have the 4-star that they will be handing out. I forgot about that. Who would they replace? Probably Diona. Probably Diona.
Wow! I can
I forgot to showcase them. It's fine. It's very interesting. The focus of the... I'll do it over here. The focus of the new characters is definitely about, like, mobility. So, for example, let's try the new character. To the point where their trial runs are actually on, like, places in Natlan, I would assume. Or places mirroring Natlan. Because they have very mobile abilities.
let's shred, Sharky! Amazing!
Which is very interesting.
Faster!
But how's it going, Grish?
Absorption test! Don't be scared!
Don't get too close!
Action at the flame! Let's ride!
The music, from what I have seen, is very good so far. Also. Alright, I'm kind of getting a better feel for how this character works.
Show me your moves. Show me your moves.
Show me your moves.
Animal test 6308. Animal hypostick. Faster!
Well played.
But yeah. Alright, let's... And the other character that is newly added is just as focused on mobility and traversal, to the point where they also gave her a little challenge like that. which is very interesting to me.
To the top, Twirly!
So Sumeru will have a lot of not Sumeru, Natlan will have a lot of vertical mobility, it feels like.
To the top, Twirly!
Charge! Don't get frostbite. Here's backup.
Spin to win!
And it's just a little Beyblade guy.
Advance!
Right here!
Workload never ends, doing 3.5 jobs right now. We love that.
Frozen in time.
What a...
Fall in!
Oh, that was weird. How many of these were things that you, took on yourself, and how many were, like, assigned post, you not being the original person, I guess is the easiest way to put it.
Dodge this! Fire it up!
Right here! Get back!
Come on!
Oh,
Supporting fire! Ha! Everyone on me! Don't get frostbite.
I just realized I've become the Avatar again. Like, that very much so feels like an Avatar state thing, with Kaya's ice things, an ice shield, Goro's thing, Toma's fire bubble. Very, very much so. Oh, my brain is not all here.
Let's go, Twirly!
Don't mind! Check this out! Here's backup! Advance! This one will be frozen. Get blown away!
It's very funny to me that we got a Beyblade character. It kind of reminds me of, there was this old Game Boy Advance game where there was a character with drills for arms. And it reminds me a bit of that. But we are nowhere near Natlan. And by nowhere near, I mean we are a chapter behind Natlan, I believe. Because we are in Act 4 of Chapter 6, which I think is the end. So to catch you up on what you may or may not be known. Wow, my grammar is wonderful today. We have been tasked in Sumeru with searching for somebody, but none of the villagers know their name or anything about them. They just have a memory of someone being there. Which is not what I would typically describe as normal, let's say. Sumeru's aesthetic is gorgeous, though.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamar village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel? Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
Yeah, this is definitely not a regular missing persons.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? The Abyss Order. Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Hello.
Bow your head.
Rusted, rebuild!
Boop. Get bonked. Oh, there's more.
Shine down!
Hey!
Settle down. The tides beckon.
This is fine. You know, I forgot that I could technically damage these guys with my water weapons. We're fine.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
I'm more curious about the thing in the tree. Now let me...
Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
Oh, wow. Hello. I was not expecting Dainsleif to be here.
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. See you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
Very intriguing.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
Very good. Very good, Paimon.
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
I just realized I've never noticed the stars in his cloak. I like his cloak a lot.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy. And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Return to the Vimara village to gather intel based on... Awesome. Very cool. Glad I got to read all that. Huh.
So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly trail activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
Hilly trails are like the mint of Genshin. They are literally everywhere.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria, the wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold, Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Gesundheit, the master of the nose tickles. Stone slates we found in Fontaine. The prophecy was likely Verderfulnir's doing.
They were once people of great esteem in Canria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields.
They were phenomenal farmers, got it.
6 of us. Together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
This feels like even more late-game exposition than what we learned after the chasm.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward.
Yeah, this very much so feels like when the D&D party is like, ah, yes, we've just finished slaying the dragon that was not dragon, like troll that was bothering this kingdom, and now we learn about a world-altering plot. Conspiracy, even.
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memories, could it be connected?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
I did not expect Dane to show up, honestly, for this commission. Big stretch.
Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
Too much brain juice.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Homeboy is up. I thought I had to jump down from somewhere.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy, early 20s, Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
Interesting.
Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What?
Interesting.
Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Wait a minute.
Interesting.
All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
Dane too dreams of talking to men at dusk.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet.
Just yet? What do you mean, just
However,
yet?
Considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Of course.
Very intriguing. That is hidden not far away from... That's not very far away. It's also very close to the chasm. I forgot how some of these story quests are incredibly expo heavy. Let me heal up Nahida. Just in case, you know.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
Place of Revelations. I haven't played that Assassin's Creed game yet. Memories that should not exist. Enter the depths of the ruin. Okay. I'm always a little iffy on bringing in not the element recommended, because, like, what if I fight an Abyss Order, an Abyss Herald here that's, like, water? Am I just totally screwed then? Probably. The only party member you recognize is Raiden? Kokomi was around when you played. You might have stopped, like, right around or before Nahida was added. But this is my favorite, character. His name is Goku. If you couldn't tell, he fires lasers.
There is no... I see everything!
I didn't expect a wave 2. Come on, game.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Okay. Intriguing. And we get to be, like, we got little warp points. Movement got so much better once we reached Sumeru, by the way, Grish. This very clearly feels like a trap, but Genshin wouldn't do that to me, right? Hello.
Illusion shattered.
Committed to no.
Bow your head.
Very good. I'm assuming one of 4 has been activated. Also, that guy didn't drop any loot, I'm sad.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Ah. Oh. I didn't need to move that at all then. I did not expect a Zenless Zones or
Let's go. Our
and Honkai
destination
Star
is just
Rail
up ahead.
puzzle to be in this game. With like rotating things and lining up the pieces. Okay. Cutscene time.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Alright, it's ice. It could have been worse.
There is no escape.
Hey,
Justice is settle down.
hold the line!
Bow your head. An oversight on my part. The tides beckon.
Shine down. Now
Why
you
did it
shall
not let me
perish.
triangle there?
I see everything. Rusted, ribbon.
Silence.
We'll whittle them down. It'll be
There is
fine.
no escape.
This may hurt a little. The Temple of
So
Wisdom.
that we don't take any damage there.
Settle down. Be sanctified. There's a tear
Ooh,
in my
Emma.
robe.
Ooh, hold on. That was a little close there.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
Yeah.
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Ah.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Ooh.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Man, we were like that close. We were like that close to finding our sibling.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
See, my worry with implanted memories is that you can do a lot more scary things than just make someone
Looks like the same thing is happening over here
heavily
too.
present in their
The hilly
memories.
trails are calm.
I would need to look at the first person, the Interceptor or whatever her name was, the goddess that like attacked us on Enter, to see if it's something that looks similar to that, like to her,
You see,
her motif.
we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
But like I'm wondering if the memories are meant to like be used
Over
on the
there.
Hilichurls?
It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara village before it's too late.
I'm in a special story mode and it won't let me warp. Interesting. I'm gonna talk to everybody on the way then. Hello. Never mind. They have nothing special to say. Got it. I'm very, very confused. Good day, Lady Red. How's it going?
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Why do you hate the Tiny Lady's voice? See, I don't hate the Tiny Lady's voice because the Tiny Lady's voice was very much so worse in the first several chapters, and it's finally come into something that actually sounds alright. Like she's really settled into her role. Storm took out power. I was wondering about that because it was a brutal storm that went by both yesterday morning and evening.
You know, the young guy from Vamara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea.
So maybe everyone was like that enjoys Paimon's voice but did not at first.
Definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that.
Maybe we've been Stockholm.
What do you think,
But I
Traveler?
enjoy her voice now.
Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
If they can tinker around with memories like that, like, that's a little spooky. Healing my characters. But yes, her voice did manage to be worse.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him, and apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now. Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada, no one remembers him. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
Right. Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is. Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described. Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory. Yeah, that's where they'll be.
Anytime we end up in Sumeru for a quest, it's always trippy. So this, I have a sneaking suspicion.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Sorry, Atosa, I had to help a brother out. You're very clearly Conrian.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Which sinner are you?
the founder of the Abyss Order, the man who broke the curse of immortality. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria, the one who stole the power of the Abyss.
It could be Elbrick, right?
No.
Yeah.
You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your
So
sibling's
this is the
memory.
Loom.
You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
He used Jedi mind tricks. And now I'm gonna have to learn what that script says. Got it. Hold on. Hold on. The proof of existence. This is very pretty.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all, as you well know. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
It appears that the message that was said was, "Farewell, Atosa. I apologize for making you know me unwillingly. Still, I don't wish you to forget me." Intriguing.
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate. As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the Loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life. I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The loom of fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Yep. I wondered about that right before we entered.
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Interesting.
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form.
Oh, this is him.
I suffered.
Oh, that's why he has the wristband.
Indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears. Even if just for a moment. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
Yet a device as powerful as Loom of Fate at his disposal, all I wanted to do was offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and
I can't
peace.
change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
After everything, well, how about a conversation?
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes, such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me, well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
Huh? What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in space will be wiped from existence.
Aw, man.
Including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Well, shucks. I was like, man, we got to see her, we got to interact, we got to learn some happy things, some sad things. It was all literally for naught.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. he was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayron, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is, and we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Yeah, there's definitely a ton of bittersweet memories and thoughts and stuff happening.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Curry Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right? Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Curry Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Tahiyat with something, so I should head back. Goodbye!
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Curry Bear? A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see!
I like that a lot. You must get along with each other, the two of you. That's a really neat touch. I wonder if that's been there this whole time or not. Or once the memories started happening. I feel like we should... I feel like the Traveler should probably talk about this a little bit more, right? Where did it go? Right here. I feel like we should talk about this a little bit more, Traveler. Something, something, how did this get here? Something, something, like, what now? But, memory is a fickle thing. And Grish, you will have to let me know what FMS stands for.
Ad Astra at... Thank you for
Genshin does do a lot of things when it comes to... Hello? When it comes to pushing deeper questions and, like, meaning and stuff like that, I feel like Genshin touches on a lot. So if you get the battle pass, you can get the desired drop you want in 2 seasons instead of 1 season. Interesting. Yeah, there was an apology. I don't know how... There's not really any good way for that to end, is there? The man did the best that he could with the Hilichurls, and that was about it. And what now of Natlan? Let us progress the story a little more, reach new regions. I think personally it will be hard to top Melusines. I missed by quite a bit.
Wow, time flies! Just like that, it's time for us to embark on the next phase of our journey! We need to head to Natlan next. Neverlight called it a nation of dragons, but that description doesn't give us much to go off of. Exactly! Even when Inazuma was completely closed off, we still managed to run into people from there in other nations. Huh. Could it be that there are no humans in Natlan?
Yes, yes. That look of surprise and excitement is
Hello, Catherine. Or
perfect.
Charlotte.
Hold it right there. Now let's...
Okay, just make sure you get Paimon's good side. Wait, hang on a minute. What's with the photo shoot, Charlotte?
Well, I heard you two were about to leave for the next part of your journey. After everything you did for Fontaine, the Steambird simply had to follow up on a scoop like that. Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be short on material once you're gone.
Oh, so you knew we were leaving. We don't need a big send-off. That's not really our thing.
Yeah, that's definitely not your style, but we got to thinking. And, well, a little change never hurt anyone, right?
We?
All those obstacles we overcame side by side. Feels like it was just yesterday. Don't be a stranger now, partner.
If you encounter any troubles along your journey, you need only let us know, no matter the distance between us.
Partings are inevitable, of course, but distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? One thing will never change, though. We'll always have the memories we made together during this time.
Whoa, you're all here!
Already thinking about taking time off? Any excuse for a party, huh? But yes, you can count on us. We wouldn't let you miss out on all the fun.
Well, in light of your impending departure, shall we take a photo together?
Ooh, great idea! We even have a professional photographer with us. Charlotte, would you do us the honor?
Leave it to me. Just give me a moment to set the camera up.
Oh, by the way, you're overthinking the whole Natlan issue, Paimon. Natlan has human inhabitants and its own unique culture, just like Fontaine.
How did you hear that, though?
It's just that, because of their local customs, the native people choose not to leave. They're not unwelcoming to outsiders, though. People travel there for business and leisure alike, and usually return with nothing but good things to say.
Leisure?
Many members of the Spina have visited in the past, too.
Well, that's a relief. Hopefully we don't get swept up in any major drama this time.
Hope you didn't just jinx us.
Well, given your experience and skill in that regard, I have no doubt you'll be able to overcome anything that comes your way.
Still, I hope you can avoid danger this time around. An uneventful trip might be a nice change of pace.
All right, I'm ready. Shall we? Well then, traveler.
Bon voyage! Safe travels, traveler. You're welcome back anytime. If you let us know in advance, we could arrange even more people to greet you when you return.
No, I
That
think
would
that's
be
fine.
quite the lively affair.
Navia and then Charlotte, and then we're off.
I heard there's a place in Natland that produces precious stones. Next time there's a lull in my work, I gotta go pay it a visit.
One picture to publish and one to keep for myself.
Very good. I'm not gonna lie, by the way. We're just gonna ignore this, skip over this, pay no mind to this. It's
I
fine.
can't help but feel that you bringing me here is some sort of an assassination attempt.
Cool your jets, Nuvolette.
Rest Reven.
I think it is very funny that he's like, bringing me to the desert, you're trying to kill me. There's no water here at all. Let us see. Is there really no? Yeah, there's really no warp point this entire way. It's going to be a very big breath of fresh air then once we're out of the desert. But no, I think in terms of looking at our map real quick, despite not knowing anything about the realm of Farakurt, I think I liked the denizens of Fontaine, specifically Elenis, the most. Melusines are peak, and I did not get Siegeween when I tried pulling. We'll get her next time. But that could change. That could change. I'm very, very curious to see what, like, learn more about the heavenly principles and why Celestia is still asleep. Because I know that there was a lot of talk and rumors about, like, they're all dead up there and stuff, but our sister seems to believe wholeheartedly and intentedly otherwise. I guess the traveler does not care where the picture came from, just so long as the picture was there, I guess. Even if you can't remember, try as hard as you can. I guess it's good to at least have it. Whoa, square, cube. Interesting. What does it mean to be a nation of dragons?
I find that the beauty of bright sunlight is best appreciated from the indoors through a window.
Man, he's just like me for real. Special high-temperature thermal energy can be found through Natlan in all shapes and sizes. Many ways to obtain phlogiston, and some devices can only be triggered and activated via injection of phlogiston. Or phlogiston? Okay, we got some mesas, some plateaus. I feel like this art is just like, when I think of Arid Mesa, the magic card, I just think of this. We gotta go so far. Huh. Me too, but I cover my windows to see my screen better. True. Big if true. I forgot that I cannot swim as I please, so let's use an ult to do this, actually. Easy. Now, if only I had a character that just didn't need to do that at all. We've seen this before, I think, yes. I'm changing characters. I'm not dealing with breaking that as much. Who... We'll go with small team 6. I'm assuming this girl cannot go over water with it. I don't think I ever learned if that was true or not. Either way, we're not gonna walk around with a level 1 character. We're gonna switch back to a team that, can stand a chance. Ooh, there's a deer. There's a lot of deer. Yeah, this verticality is... What are those? Look at those things.
Wow! So this is Natlan! So many strange mountains, and so many animals Paimon has never seen before!
Look at them.
Huh. Doesn't look like there are any cities around here, though. Where should we start? Good idea. Finding people means we can learn information about the local Archon. And once we've met the Archon, we should have a better idea of what to expect during our journey.
Archons have the deepest connection to their respective nations.
Paimon hopes this one is easy to get along with. As long as we don't get on their bad side, we should be fine. Come on, let's keep following the road.
Flowers resplendent on the sun-scorched sojourn. Grain fruit. Alright, what is this? What are you? I can't climb you, but you are... Like, I can interact with you at least. Oh! I thought it was because I caught that bird. Why are there so many rift towns? Be careful.
Bow your head.
Hey!
The time
Music's very good. Hey, big guy, you okay? Can you stand? Looks really weak. Floaty ghostly dogs are always up to no good. Make that all things floaty? You're fairly floaty as floaty things go. See if we can get this guy something to eat, let it rest for a while. Stretch out your hand, chosen of dragons, reach out to me. Witness all and thus liberate all. Ha. Okay. Interesting. Hello. Rawr. Look at him. He's so little. Rawr. Paimon's time to shine. Your backpack's so full that even when it's an emergency, it still takes all the day to find anything. Let's use this scarf from Paimon's emergency backpack instead. Somewhere secret, somewhere safe. Thank you kindly, Paimon. Look at him. So small. Little guy's well behaved, didn't he? Our first Pokemon. No, Bongo Head was our first Pokemon. Can't just leave it here all by itself, huh? Maybe better if you stay with us for a while. Chosen of Dragons. Could that mean... Natlan is a nation of dragons. Does that mean that... Wait, they call little guys like these Saurians around here, right? Paimon does see some resemblance to Vishaps. 2 legs, 1 tail and all. We're happy to have it travel with us. But we should ask our friend here if that's what it wants to do first. Rawr. Since you're all yellow and brown, let's call you Hash Brown. Looks like it does not like that name. All names I've come up with have perfectly been normal. Thank you for that. Paimon won't vouch for my naming process. What should we call the little guy? There's a limit on the number of times you can rename this character, so do so with care. Let's think about this. Nation of Dragon. Honestly, I have an idea. Kangas. Kangas seems adequately apt. Let's go with that. Kangas. Or Kang for short. With any luck, we'll solve the mystery that surrounds you while we're in Natlan. Maybe we'll get some clues as to why he was suddenly able to enter that Saurian's body. Becoming a Saurian for a bit was alright. Things could go south real fast if someday you were to turn into a Saurian and unable to transform back. So it's those posts? Oh, wow. Look at him run. Hold. Obtaining phlogiston. Touching it. Destroying or collecting objects that contain it. Cool. Through the guidance of mysterious power, you can now indwell your spirit onto Natlan Saurians. Different Saurians have different skills and special traits. Use their power to get around Natlan and explore it. When you are in an indwelt state, you will prioritize using up the Soren's phlogiston before using up your own. Natlan Saurians are unique life forms that can enter a spirit sconce state under specific circumstances. Indwell your spirit into the spirit sconces and activate their power, transforming into and controlling the original form. Tepetlosauri. Tepetlosaurus drills into the ground. It can consume phlogiston to move in all directions, even up cliffs. Jumping will trigger a high-speed leap forward. Tepetlosaurus can climb solid phlogiston that cannot be climbed via ordinary means. Can be used to slice through obstacles with ease. Very good. Hey, little guy. Look at his little scarf. It's like a mystery dungeon. So it's those. Look at him. Very good, very good. He's so cute. Back here, strange shining pillars from before are gone. So it was here specifically. Place called Stadium of Sacred Flame, major hub. So we get information about Kangas there. Ooh, is that the, it is. These look cool. Look at that. I like the way that those Oculus look pyroculous.
Whoa! Check out those colorful pictures on the walls! We've got to be on the right track.
Beetle! So collecting the beetle did not actually give me anything useful. It just gave me phlogiston. Whoa. Okay, did not expect record scratches.
I'm sorry, Kachina. I know it's not right for us to go back on our word like this, but Kempoa and I have to do well during this pilgrimage.
You can't seem to find other people to join our team, and
Okay.
I don't have time to sit around and wait.
But if you two leave, I'll be the only one left.
We really are sorry, but you still have plenty of chances. You're young, and you bear an ancient name on top of that.
Tocatl.
We're just ordinary tribal warriors with years of battle under our belt and no glory to show for it. Not to mention the physical toll of all that fighting. We're no longer in our prime.
Okay, I see a little bit of a...
We barely had a chance last time, remember? We can't expect a better result with even fewer people. Pilgrimage registration closes tonight. This is our last chance to switch teams.
Well, alright. I guess it is what it is. I just wish I was stronger. I'm nothing compared to the other ancient name bearers. But never mind. Guess this is just par for the course as Uthabiti, huh? I'm sure I'll figure something out.
Well, if we do well this time, there's still a spot for you at the victory feast.
Yeah, even though we're not participating in the competition together, we're still friends, aren't we?
Of course. Anyway, you guys should get going before it's too late. Go form a really strong team, okay? Guess I'll have to wait until the next pilgrimage.
Looks like that little girl over there was just abandoned. Wonder what happened.
Paimon speaks it like it is.
Oh, she...
Huh? Oh, gosh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Wait, I haven't seen you around the tribe before. Are you travelers?
Yep, we just got to Natland.
Oh, welcome, welcome! I'm Kachina, Uthapiti Kachina. Oh, that's something we call an ancient name.
Resilience
It's a
Kachina.
tradition we have here in Natland, although it's kind of complicated to explain. You can think of it like a title for now. If you're here for the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, you'll find out what they mean soon enough.
So, this pilgrimage, is that what you were discussing earlier?
Oh, yeah! It's a competition we hold every so often, where everyone competes to try and get the highest ranking. The competition receives tons of attention, so if you place highly, you're guaranteed instant acclaim, and you earn the right to take part in the Night Warden Wars. Basically, the winners become heroes, and that's pretty much everyone's goal around here.
Sounds like a massive fighting tournament or something. Do you have to be in a team to participate?
Well, due to the sheer number of participants, the pilgrimage is actually divided into 2 phases. Phase 1 is a team competition. Usually an ancient name-bearer serves as the team captain and leads their team in various battles around Natland, with the goal of capturing Sacred Flame. Oh, and an ancient name-bearer is just someone with one of those titles I mentioned earlier. Someone like me. Once the team competition is over, the participants from the winning teams qualify to take part in individual one-on-one matches.
Yeah, the skill seems pretty huge. Wait a minute. If ancient name-bearers lead the teams, that means you must be a team captain.
Sure am. Although, I don't exactly have any team members anymore. The key to winning is in
That's
the
so
strength
sad.
of the team captain. That's what everyone says. But, the difference in strength between bearers can practically be night and day. So, their decision does make sense. I'd feel the same way if I were in their shoes. All ancient name-bearers have to take part. It's our duty. So if no one wants to be on my team, then I'll just go it alone. At worst, I'm looking at a few extra scrapes and scratches. I'm not great at fighting, but I always manage to get back on my feet in no time.
Hence the name Resilience. Okay.
Traveler, based on the direction of this conversation, Paimon thinks it might be time for us to do our thing. Yep. Time for the next phase of our journey to start for real.
What are you guys talking about?
That's a new face.
Sorry, didn't mean to freak out on you. I just, how should I put this? I really appreciate the offer. That's so unbelievably generous of you. But only people from Natland are allowed to take part in the pilgrimage.
Oh, Paimon thought we could just join your team and fight our way to the top and then become heroes.
It's alright. Really. I mean, no one's ever offered to join my team before.
Really?
We're all usually on good terms, but whenever pilgrimage registration rolls around, it feels like everyone starts avoiding me. They don't make eye contact or bring up the pilgrimage. It's like they're afraid I'll ask them to join my team.
Ouch.
I probably don't even need to explain the reason. I'm too weak. It's pretty obvious there's nothing to gain from being on my team. That really doesn't matter to you?
Oh, don't you worry. The Traveler's strong enough for the 3 of us. Gods, dragons, giant narwhals. He can give them all a run for their Mora.
I think it is very funny that giant narwhals warrants being on that list.
I get it. You are able to overlook my lack of strength because you're confident in your own skills.
That's right. We always try to help people out during our travels. That's what makes a true adventurer.
A true adventurer. You guys are really special. You know you're strong, but you don't take yourselves too seriously. That's exactly the kind of person I want to become. You're planning on staying in Natland for a little while, right? Mind if I try to learn from you while you're here?
Learn from us?
Yeah, you know, like a disciple or a sidekick. You don't even have to teach me anything. I'll just observe. I promise
This is
I won't be
different.
in the way. Besides, I can take you to see the sights and introduce you to Natlan in the meantime.
I did not expect a Padawan.
Traveler? Seems like she really looks up to you. Oh, right. Didn't those people from earlier say the registration period was about to end? You don't need to focus on finding new teammates?
Don't worry about it. I wouldn't be able to manage it this close to the deadline anyway. I lose all the time. I'm used to it. Everyone around me is used to it. So it's fine.
Oh,
No
man.
one expects anything out of me.
Narwhal,
But
living
if I
in the
manage to
ocean.
learn a thing or two from you, I might just pull off a win next time.
I lie as easily as I breathe through... Like, I lie through my teeth as easily as I breathe. Don't set your expectations too high. We're ordinary people.
Of course. Well,
What do you mean by that
Two.
person
I'll show
who
you where
literally
I grew up.
traverses
I'll
planets?
introduce you to our tribe, the Children of Echoes.
That is crazy to me. Very cool. Become your companion. When she uses her skill, enter Night Soul Blessing, summon Turbo Twirly to fight alongside her. If the hold mode of her skill is used, or she uses Turbo Twirly as on the field, she will ride Twirly and gain the ability to move and flying quickly. When you switch to Kachina while climbing, sprinting, or while midair, immediately hop on Twirly to take the field. Night Soul transmission can only be used in areas within Natland where phlogiston mechanics are present. How do I unspirit? Hello. In Outland. Oh, I can talk to them when I'm in this form. Got it. He was afraid of me in the beginning, but not anymore. If he's a guest of the Children of Echoes, then we can be friends. Sell all kinds of accessories, weapons, and tools. Happy to request cuts and polished gemstones. Be sure to clearly describe your requirements. If none of the gemstones provide catch your fancy, clients are welcome to provide own processing blueprints. Manager Shevin and her apprentice Imix both accept custom design orders depending on the complexity of the quests. It may take anywhere between 2 weeks to 2 months. Shevin and Imix. Personally cut and polished by Shalonen herself. Quantities are limited, so Shalonen's gotta be a 5-star. Got it. Ads like Mahuru's Gemporium, been trusted seller for over a century. We have no need for them. Previous manager said, if our store sells a fake gem, or even anything low quality, feel free to take a hammer and smash every single gem we got. Don't ask us to carve it into the shape of a grain fruit or something like that. Anything else is fine. To support the upcoming pilgrimage, shop offers limited 20% off promotion. During the promotion, profits from all sales will be donated to support the warriors representing the Children of Echoes. So I'm assuming the Children of Echoes is this specific group of people. Alright, so we have finished... Yeah. Got it. Yeah, Ignal and Shevin are characters that are here, so... Llama. What? How do I quit then? Ah, got it. Can I? No, I can. I'm assuming I cannot. It's so fluffy, look at him. Oh, so you can just get out and then get back in whenever. Okay. Someone as radiant as you should definitely wear the most sparkly gems. Any recommendations? Spinal fruit. I'm gonna buy a spinal fruit, sure. We'll take some of those. We'll take 10 of these, because maybe eventually I'll, deal with my little teapot realm again. Norwal, spell check did not like that, no.
See some gems? They're so shiny.
Accessories or weapons today? You make both? Yes. Anything the matter? Children of Echo's little difference between forging accessories and forging weapons. Both involve using phlogiston to process ore. Common to adorn weapons and accessories with gems. Any piece of equipment that doesn't have a gemstone engraved on it is of no use at all. Digging for ores with a chisel that's engraved with rows upon rows of crystals, that's the surest sign you've got a real expert. Interesting. Too avant-garde, the way I look at it, if you want to customize your tool, engraving 2 or 3 is more than enough. Shevan, owner of Muhuru's Gemporium. I almost said Gemporium. Okay. Traditional style, easy to wield. Shalonen for newer weapon style. You might have to check every tree in Natlan to find your sunbathing spot. So we've learned a little bit now about Shilanel. Or Shilanel? Its name is the strongest and most steadfast berserker in all the world. I'm sorry, what? Name of my tool? Steadfast tenacity, berserker's strength, strongest, utmost faith in its abilities. Names are important vessels of symbolism to Natlan. My most trusted tool deserves a most glorious name of its own. Okay, ancient names. Powerful warriors chosen by Wyob will be granted an ancient name engraved upon and studied in stone. The warrior has been acknowledged to have the ability to inherit the legacy of all heroes who have carried this name before and will follow the paths of their predecessors to fight for Natlan. Wyob has never been wrong. Ancient names are precious, and each will be bestowed upon a warrior worthy of the title. Let's name it the strongest sword. Saurian Claw Succulent. Okay, so it's how we name our homeboy. Got it. Was my sword named, or was it just a thing that I got because of naming it? Hello. Gems here are different from the ones we have in Leeway. Bishops too. Wait, they don't call them bishops here, do they? Rocks here are pretty special. Natlan's also got a tribe super gung-ho about mining, so I came all the way to check it out. Figured I could bring some samples back, turn them over to Lewa Jewelers to see if they could be turned into some kind of new product. They're formed from a different process. All Natlan's ores are associated with solid phlogiston. Apparently, only the people here know how to manipulate it, but they're all loath to travel abroad, so I'm not sure if these samples will do any good by the time I got back there. Okay. They're called Tepeposaurs. Little one over here, jeweler introduced him to me. His name is Nini. Cute, eh? Natlan's a really cool place. Everyone here is friendly. Even the Saurians won't roll over and headbutt you just because you stepped into their territory. Maybe I'll consider extending my trip. Not all Saurians here are friendly. Haven't met any other types, though. What is this? Homeboy is already better than the Olympics. That's crazy. That's crazy. Who are you? Hello? Children of Echo sure can dance. Paimon never thought a human body could perform the motions they did on stage. Rhythmic music, sighting fireworks, all of that combined brings a totally different vibe from anything we've seen so far. Well said, Radiant Sir, and your wow-warbling floating doll, too. Sharp senses and distinguished? Yes, I'm sure you have what it takes to be a vanguard of avant-garde and a rising star amongst graffiti artists. Want to join me, the dopey dazzler, in grasping the latest and greatest in trendy artistic thought? Here comes another person with an odd nickname. You're not beating the WoW Warbler allegations. Very good. Don't even try changing the subject. This isn't about the WoW factor or a silly nickname. Avant-garde thought. Is that the key to Natlan's artistic uniqueness? Very perceptive. As you can see, the vibrant dances, frenetic music, vivid graffiti, all of it has deep connections to the avant-garde. Take care of yourself, Grish. Hopefully your travels are safe, especially with how everything has been lately. Fashions, trend, novelty. I'm gonna be experiencing culture that I had no clue what to expect with Natlan, and this is definitely not it. Mainstay of the Graffiti Alliance, trying to encourage a greater understanding of such forward thinking. First Natlan, then the world. Art will constantly evolve. Works of extraordinary aesthetic value may be produced, ever upwards and onwards for large-scale graffiti work. Large work of graffiti in the backdrop. You were designed and drawing that. Looks like a dragon. If that backdrop was a realistic landscape painting, a fine oil painting from Fontaine, or a mural from Sumeru, do you think it would still fit? Okay. So it's making stuff fit. Every tribe here in that land has an impulse to strive ever higher, a desire to pursue strength. That's why avant-garde is our primary style. Whoa, whoa, an old hand at this song and dance, are we? Not too fussed about all that master-student stuff, don't care about fortune and fame either. What we do here is share experiences in the hope that they will bloom and bear fruit everywhere. As long as you can grasp the essence of avant-garde and create inspired works of graffiti, it'll be satisfied. Is that how you get your hands on new assistants? Goal is to create unparalleled work on every mountain. We are going to graffiti the town. My back and waist. If I had to carry dyes and paints all day, my bones would be left crooked, my shoulders and thighs a mess too, no doubt. Learning graffiti art doesn't sound so bad. We could probably draw something to mark our territory and scare off monsters and baddies. Okay. Once you've done this, seize upon the scenery, even amidst a speedrun challenge, and discover the limits of human movement in the midst of close-quarter combat, just as I do. Okay. Color schemes make use of the combination of found and natural world. Surprised by how many it can do. Collecting materials and studying colors. Methods of studying aesthetics are really kind of different. Guess that's Natlan for you. Take this guidebook and camera, go forth throughout Natlan. Once you're back, I'll use what you've seen and heard to help come up with an avant-garde philosophy you can best understand. So this is that side quest. What's our reward preview? Okay. Graffiti complete. What did I do? What? Ah, okay, so it was unlock the viewpoint. Take photos of long-necked rhinos doing 2 different actions. Unlock Statue of the Seven in Tekemachan Valley. Tekemachan? Fight. Gather Saurian Claw Succulents. Photos of Depetlosaur whelps doing 2 different things. Cool. Look at those dance moves. I wonder if I can... hold on. I need to check. I have the new special camera. Standing leisurely. No! So if this changes, I take a photo. It's very good. Do something. The moment I look away, it's gonna do something, I think. If it does the little arm wiggle, I want to know if that is bit. We'll find something else. Okay, but what is this? Very interesting. That timbre sounds pretty good, assuming his turntabling skills have become even better. Turntabling skills have always been good. I think credits got to go to the new record pressing technique. You mean that what we talked about last time regarding the new liquid phlogiston method? Experimental phase, gathering feedback even as I watch the show. Difficult to control the movement of the record when you're trying to scratch it. So they've developed turntables, which is not something that I expected I would ever have said in Genshin. Oh, hello. Yeah.
Wow! I can join the...
Alright, so this one is done. Very cool. Look at him. Very good. Alright, we'll see Homeboy in 1 day and Homegirl in 3 days. Got it. What is Painted Presence? That's our weapon, which cares about max HP. Who are you? Hello, Pakal. Look at all the combs. Is it just me, or is my belly not as big as it used to be? I think I was just imagining things. Good day. Chief of the Children of Echoes. I call myself Chief, really much prefer looking after and supporting everyone rather than managing details of their lives. Kind of a long story. Basically, it was one day a dashing young man who dreamed of earning the web's knowledge and recognition. Once I realized the ancient name would be forever beyond my reach, food became my way of coping. Made peace with the matter of ancient names. Even if I can't fight, there are still other things I can do to support everybody. No one fights alone. My determination is just like my weight. They're both here to stay. For a second, I thought that I got the points, the primo gems, for him saying that. Alright, let me check my history. Let me see how many points I have stored up. Because it has been a non-zero amount since I've pulled a 5-star. So I've done 60 pulls, 63. Let's convert. Do a couple little pulls here. Nope. Purple?
Sorry, sir. Were you looking for me? Hello. I'm Sethos. What can I do for you? Actually, you know what? This seems like more of a sit-down conversation. Come with me. I know a good place.
Very cool. Alright, now we gotta go down, I guess? No, we just have to go over here. How did I pass? Oh, it's because I was in Saurian form. Got it. Hello. I apparently went the wrong way.
That thing over there looks super intimidating. You sure it's not gonna fall off?
Don't worry. Our tribe works closely with stone. That's one of our symbols, actually. It's not going anywhere, I promise you.
I see that oculi there. I want that oculi.
Many of our tribespeople love music and dance, and have an amazing sense of rhythm. In the past, Outlanders have come here just to study our culture and exchange views. My parents wanted me to learn dance, but I wanted to become a warrior instead.
Interesting. So, not everybody who is a warrior also dances, and vice versa. Okay.
Hey, it's Io! Come on, over here!
They are the same
Allow me
size.
to introduce you. This is Io, my Saurian companion, and also an important member of my family. He's saying hello. I think he likes you.
Saurian? So in that land, you consider Saurians to be part of your family?
Of course. That land is not only a nation of heroes, but also a nation of Saurians. They occupy an important place in every tribe. Outlanders always seem to think of Io as my pet, but that's not the case at all. Io and I go on adventures together, but he also has a Saurian family and a place to stay of his own. Sometimes he even brings his entire family over to eat at our house.
Interesting.
The children of Echoes have the closest ties to the Tepetlisaurs, which are naturally very friendly to humans. That's how our relationship became what it is today. All Saurians have their own personalities, but I think calling them our companions pretty much sums it up. See? Io agrees with me.
Oh! You're here too!
No way! You have a Saurian companion too! Oh, what a sweet little thing! I think your friend here will get along with Io just fine. Alright, you two go have fun. I've got some important business to handle, and then I'll be right back. No mischief, okay? And you better not go leading your new friend astray, or I'm telling your parents.
There was no thought behind those eyes as they looked convincingly. That's a very pretty obsidian. Alright, our little friend found a friend. Very good.
This is the most cherished and most sacred item in our tribe. It symbolizes the Wayab that protects us and grants us blessings.
But I see I can interact with
Is
it.
that a god of some sort?
Sort of. We believe the Wayab dwell beneath the earth, while the Pyro Archon hails from above.
Interesting. And they're neither of them are negative.
We hold regular gatherings here, actually. Our chief the Wayab know the past and can foresee the future. Isn't that extraordinary?
Interesting.
Huh. Kachina, what are you doing here?
Hello, Pakal.
Chief! Oh, let me introduce you. This is Pakal, the chief of our tribe. Chief, these two just arrived in Natlan. They're super accomplished adventurers, and they're letting me stick by them so I can learn a thing or two.
Hello?
Kachina is a child of our tribe. Her safety's my responsibility, so I'll just come out and say it. I don't know how you met her, but I'm gonna need you to prove your identity.
Yep, that makes sense.
Whoa! There's no need for that, Chief. They're good people.
Kachina, please.
I can feel it.
Kachina, please,
A
we need to do
feeling
this.
isn't going
Yep.
to satisfy your parents, Kachina.
How about, we show you our adventurer handbook? It's where all our previous travels are recorded.
The people who belong to the Adventurers Guild are kind of a mixed bag. I'd prefer something more reliable. You're the Traveler, and you're Paimon. It's familiar.
Paimon is a guide! Jeez, these rumors are getting out of control. Well, okay, maybe this one's not that bad. It does make you seem super powerful and mysterious, Traveler.
Wait, is there something special about those names?
You haven't heard?
Nope.
Okay. What have you heard about me, Pakal?
Learn well from him, Kachina. It's unlikely you've ever had a teacher of greater merit.
Man gave me the... Yeah.
Really? To earn that kind of praise from the chief, you guys must be even stronger than I thought.
Also, you should not be making clapping
Apologies
sounds like
for
that.
not trusting your word.
No, you are absolutely good.
Don't worry about it. You were just doing your duty.
Well, Kachina's still young, so you can never be too careful. As for you, Kachina, isn't registration about to close? Why haven't you headed out yet?
Don't worry, Chief. I told my teammates to go ahead. I'll catch up with them in a bit. I may not be much of a fighter, but I am quick on my feet.
Kachina's trying not to worry him, huh?
I see. Well, I hope I wasn't interrupting anything just now. If I did, just tell me where you left off, and I might be able to help with the explanations.
Let me think. I told them about the Wayab, so now's the perfect time to dive into ancient names. Good thing you're here, Chief. I don't think I could explain it very well.
Oh, right. That word kept popping up in
I
our
have an
conversation
ancient name,
earlier.
don't I?
So what does it mean exactly?
Well, Natlan is a nation of heroes, whose valiant deeds are preserved and passed down over time in the form of stories. You can think of an ancient name almost like a label for these stories. By mentioning an ancient name, we remind ourselves of the epic sagas of heroes past.
That's a very cool way to go about
For example, the most famous bearer of my ancient name fought in 27 Night Warden Wars. By the time he fought in his last one, he was already over 60 years old. Even though he wasn't quite where he used to be physically speaking, he still managed to achieve top rankings during the pilgrimage. Impressive, right?
that. Very cool. That's also lends credence to the resilience.
Ancient names allow us to preserve the stories of the past, but they're also much more than that. Think of an ancient name almost like an heirloom passed down from generation to generation. Do you have your stone on you, Kachina?
Of course. Here, take a look.
Okay.
Whoa. That black stone looks so mysterious. It's like there's something shiny inside it.
Looks like a
The
feather.
Wayab decide who is deserving of inheriting an ancient name. Once a successor is selected, the name becomes theirs to bear, and their deeds are then preserved within it. As time passes, ancient names come to represent the heroic deeds of more and more bearers, and their value becomes even more profound. In turn, the accomplishments preserved within it serve as an inspiration for the next generation of successors.
Depending on who gets those, it could be very, very crushing weight.
Just like me. I'm still not
Case
sure
in
why
point.
our Wayab chose me of all people. But if I didn't know the stories of all the past heroes, how they never stopped fighting, I probably would have given up a long time ago.
Then you're saying this stone doesn't have any actual power? Like it's not gonna make Paimon super strong or smart?
None at all. And that is precisely how it exercises its unique value.
Very good.
Think of it this way. If you become a hero because the heavens granted you strength, are your triumphs earned or given?
Oh, Paimon gets it. If people start to ask those kinds of questions, the stories suddenly become a lot less inspirational.
Someone had this to say about ancient names. Our forebears carved miracles into obsidian rock, yet future bearers looked upon them and saw strength. The miracles of the past become the motivations of the present. The limitations of the past become the breakthroughs of today. That's more or less the gist of it.
I still see that Pyroculus, and I still want it very much.
So there's no rush, Kachina. Many people struggle to understand the Wayab's judgment after receiving an ancient name. As long as you never stop trying to improve your abilities and surpass yourself, your time will come.
Thank you, Chief. I'll get it together, just you watch. Well, it's getting late. I've got to get to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Oh, right. I'm not sure where you're headed, but mind taking a detour with me?
Is that where the pilgrimage is taking place?
Yep. And outside of competition season, it's the place where our intertribal gatherings are held. Of course. She's the most important figure in the entire event.
Sounds like a plan then. Let's go!
Well, if the Traveler and Paimon are with you, then I don't need to worry about your safety. Be on your way now.
Shout out to Pakal actually calling Paimon by
Alright,
name.
you're off.
You alright, man?
I got so carried away just now, I didn't consider what would happen if our destinations were different. Luckily, that's not the case. Or, well, I guess we just have to meet up after the tournament.
You sure it's okay you didn't tell the chief about your team?
Chief Pakal's a really nice guy. If he knew the truth, he might even ask to join me. But he's not as young as he used to be, and he's got some old injuries that still bother him. He's not cut out for any more attempts.
Very cool.
He'll find out what really happened when he sees me compete. I'm sure I'll get an earful for lying, but this is for the best.
Yeah, your teammates left you high and dry and you made sure they didn't feel guilty about it.
It's not their fault, really. The pilgrimage is extremely important to the people of Natlan. We all grow up listening to stories about the heroes of the past and dream of becoming warriors with the strength to defend our nation, not out of a selfish desire for glory, but to lend our strength to a greater cause. Anyway, don't worry about it for now. Once you witness the spectacle for yourself, maybe it'll all start to make more sense. It'll also be a great opportunity to experience our culture and history. Alright, time to leave our settlement. Let's head that way. Our last stop, the Statue of the Seven, is also in that direction. Let's go!
Ooh. Yeah, let's go. I thought I might have been able to get it, but there was also a very large chance I did not. Okay, statue.
The statue is so pretty. Is that what the Pyro Archon is like?
You betcha. Beautiful, effortlessly confident, and absolutely awesome.
Oh, since we're here, you might as well go get your shiny new elemental powers, Traveler.
Huh? You can get elemental power from the Statue of the Seven?
Oh, just you watch, Kachina.
Okay, but like, very clearly this is being set up to...
This world is full...
Very cool. There's a lot of warp points in this one small area.
Huh? That's not right. Is the statue asleep or something?
I don't sense anything.
Shouldn't you be able to shoot fireballs or summon flame pillars by now?
I didn't sense any elemental energy either.
Strange. Must be something unique to Natlan. Sorry, Kachina. We got your hopes up for nothing.
No, it's alright. If anything, I'm even more curious now. Were you really able to gain elemental powers just by touching the Statue of the Seven? That's something only vision bearers can use.
Still not too clear on the how or the why, though.
Could you show me? Only if you want to, I mean. No pressure.
Take it away, Trap.
Will it show me using both?
Wow! Different elemental powers, wielded by a single person! I've never even heard of something like that! Let me give it a try! Nope. Still just Geo. Anyway, I was right! You really are something special.
Just wait until you hear about our previous adventures. Whoa! What's that?
Ooh, hello. Welcome to Jurassic Park. I feel like some music should be playing here or something.
Oh, that's a cuckoo-saur. They fly high and fast, and they're always full of energy.
Paimon already made the connection, Traveler. You don't have to imitate her.
Oh, before I forget, we've got a pretty long trek ahead of us, so here, take this. They look like shiny little gems, don't they? Don't be fooled, though. It's actually candy. I always bring a few when I know I'm gonna be out and about for a while. A little boost of sugar can really come in handy in a pinch.
Very cool.
Ooh, Paimon loves candy. Thanks.
My pleasure, my pleasure. I've got all sorts of bits and bobs on me. I'm sure they'll come in handy at some point.
Just like a little pack rat. A little pack mouse. Land of Saurians. Alright, well, that's a letdown. Back to our regularly scheduled character usage.
Perhaps we could take a walk.
Two, and I need 20. Could it possibly be stamina increase after 4 full patches? Flows True Form challenge within Children of Echo's territory. Collect as many coins or orbs as possible. Drill the ground, expend to move in all directions. Perform brief high-speed leaps. Climb solid phlogiston, collect coins, cliff faces, high-speed leaps to break hard objects. Okay. Yumkasaurus. Yumkasaurus? Use tongues to wrap around heavy objects or sigils. Using phlogiston can briefly move mid-air. Precisely aim at targets. Don't get the bad ones. Alright, where is where we're going? All the way over there? A Yumkasaurus, which I do not have. Interesting. Okay. Very intriguing. Oh jeez, Nuvula just came popping out of there. Huh. And that's like a treasure of the... Oh, hello. Okay. I'm very intrigued by the Saurians and the big old dinosaurs over there. Game please. Game please. Thank you. Activate its resonance rock?
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
Hello. One moment, friend. Howdy. What's up? You two are travelers from beyond this lands, yes? Is this little Tapetlasaur your companion? Even got a lovely scarf tied. Sure is a bundle of energy. Met him as soon as we arrived, been traveling with us since. Kind of behavior is dangerous indeed. Humans and Saurians living together is pretty normal here, isn't it? Do you mean the traveling is dangerous and so Kangas shouldn't wander far off? If you'll forgive my bluntness, Kangas here is quite different. All this talk, I haven't introduced myself. Manku's the name. Researcher for Saurian Relics Association. Scholarly inquiries into certain tribal customs. Study past tribal customs. Little Tapetlasaur's name. May I have yours too? Looks like Traveler and Paimon have been taking good care of you. We feasted a ton in our time together, haven't we, Kangas? Okay. They're gonna say that they need interaction with others of their species, I would assume. What's the danger, exactly? Eloquence is not my strong suit. I really do think it is a shame. You must have seen many little Tapetlasaurs before, yes. Different from them. The red mark on the horn? Registered to indicate that it is to be the Flame Lord's blessing. Saurians with this mark often possess incredible powers, such as greater strength, swifter swimming speed, or able to leap incredible heights. Not their own power. Power of a far more ancient dragon, Natlan Saurians can no longer withstand it today. The Wayab and Night Kingdom also reject this power, as such refuse to accept such Saurians. In the process of growing, they will sometimes be killed by the power or driven mad by it, both dangerous possibilities. Deliver them to the Children of Echoes. That phrasing is ice cold. You do not intend to give up on him. Giving up should never be the first resort. I do not abandon my companions. I do not know if I should reveal this to you, for this is a secret that only us know. But if you wish to save him, take him on a pilgrimage to the volcano. Our tribal warriors would carry a token that was taken and split in two. In the great volcano, they would wash the name of their companion as remembered by the fallen dragon. They would gain their Saurian, the Knight's Kingdom's acceptance once more. Because the people of the 6 great tribes no longer attempt this, nor have they the time to spare for such an attempt. You are an outlander, a traveler from afar, unbound by old-fashioned ideas the tribes hold. If you succeed, you will prove beyond doubt that the inscriptions on some ancient relics and crumbling scrolls remain true to this day. So he's looking to prove a point. I will help you find that token. Sounds like a win-win. Alternatively, you could come find me. My research will take me near the Children of Echoes for the time being. Interesting. I wondered about that mark, since the other ones definitely did not have it. Long story short, Kangas is sick and we need to grab stuff to the volcano. Not that he seems to understand what's going on anyway. Maybe we'll solve all the problems before he gets big. I feel like that is not going to be the case. We can look around, can't we? Who knows, we might find it even faster. You come along too. So now we know that we need to look for a token as well. Hello. Look at their little helmet. Look at that. That's so cool. You come. Guard at the position. Don't walk up and talk to somebody in the wilds. Once you leave this area, any warrior's fair game to spar. Okay, so it's fighting. Said he was going to check on the shadow pins, the big stone pillars. Hasn't returned yet. Okay. Cool. Hello. Oh, they fight. Wait. Huh. So I can just possess them like that? Huh. Very interesting. I needed a photo of one of these, right? Looking around. And it's too far away. Shaking head. Please stay your feet.
Is it what you wish to find? Hopefully the excitement of opening
I got
a treasure
squoshed.
chest has at least made it.
Alrighty, let's see what that was. Watch the drill bit dance. Danger can come out of nowhere. Investigate someone who only exists in people's memories. Without your knowledge, Danes lift cross swords with your sibling. Change avatar. We now have Sethos.
Experience.
And we're 5 points away from being able to do another 10 pull. Or a 1 pull, not a 10 pull. Ah! Flamagranates? Flame granates? Wondrous fruit, unstable and semi-ripe. Explodes when hit by pyro. Scions of Canopy can use grappling to grab them. Yomkaras can use tongues, hurling them out like bombs. Flamagranate pectin, hidden in the cheek pouches. Hold the button to hover and aim in the direction they go. Huh. Molten fissures, which is the one thing that we saw with the challenge. Coil grass. Look at them, they're so little. They grapple to my face and hurt me. Okay. What am I doing with this? Juvenile Fang. I'm gonna need some of these stuff at some point. Where is this supposed to go?
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
I'm gonna get out of the beasts. Huh.
Everyone hold in! Hold the line!
Let's finish this next time.
Right. Warrior's metal whistle, Sentry's wooden whistle. And what are these? Canepa berries. These feel like the things that the Hydro character will want.
Take them. I have no need.
Alright, well now I know I need pyro for stuff. Sick double jump. What are you? Manatu. Strange spirits said to have born from ancient graffiti. Follow them. Use phlogiston to awaken them. Follow them and aid them in finding the place they're looking for. You get treasures. Hello. I like them a lot. That's very cool. it's a bird. Hello, bird. I didn't want to, no. Alright. We're gonna unequip this. And we're going to register it to... there. Save changes. Where is my ubiquity net? Quick swap. Register.
But a momentary distraction.
I really like these little birds that are just chilling. Remove this. Okay, so we want this in quick swap. We want this not in that spot. There we go. It was a bit weird to get to it, but it worked out. Hello. This bird is my friend now. And the Heya can grab things. This is all very, very nice. Why are you here? What's going on, China? I'm gonna assume that this is something later on. Candle cap mushrooms. A food item. There's gonna be stuff down there. I see there's gonna be stuff up here too. Why did I fall over like that? What? Oh. What are those? They're like beavers or something. I missed. They're not running away though, which is very good, very good. Flying squirrels. I might need to go buy some more Omni Ubiquity nuts to catch more animals. Oh. And they're gonna be down. Yo. Hello, friend. How's it going? See the hot blood running in your veins, you rush into yonder cave, but stop for a minute. Not from our tribe, scions of the canopy. You're not from Natland at all. Even then, not just anyone from our tribe can go in, let alone people from Natland as a whole. Click on the update for a flying kid with shaggy hair. Certainly how you strike me, Paimon. You get me, don't you, my Outlander friend? Are you complimenting Paimon? Doesn't quite seem like it. You can consider it praise. Anyway, name's Tasok. I'm the guard here, and an excellent one at that. Formidable guard slayer at your service. Doubt any ordinary travelers will find the spot anyway. After all, where our tribe produces flammogranates. If you pick them using a special technique, not only will they not explode, but they'll produce honey as rich as the phlogiston and canepa berries. Dry the skin, so yep. Mountain King flammogranates, which makes me, the one who guard them, just as awesome. Mountain Kings have recently been, forget it. Whatever the case, unless you've got one of those green passes that you can rustle when you rub them. Okay, so I need a green pass. No entry without a pass, but I can go find one. I'm gonna steal your chicken though. Thank you, Tasok. Are there any birds down here that I can use to easily get back up? Yes. I do like the double jump ability, it is very nice. Like a regular Spider-Man. Alright, what is this now?
We've come a long way. How does a break sound?
Great idea! All this sightseeing is making Paimon hungry.
You say that as if you use your stomach to see.
Oh, are you all out of candy? I've got some more if you want. I've also got bread, drinks, fried rice, roasted apples.
Whoa, you're practically a walking cafeteria!
I just like bringing a lot of stuff with me. As my mom always says, it pays to be prepared. They only come in handy every so often.
She's ready perfect.
But hey, better late than never, right? Huh? Is everything okay, Traveler? Seems like you've got something on your mind.
Yeah, that was so weird. It has to mean something, don't you think?
Actually, you know what? It could be because our Archon is different from the rest.
Different how?
Well, I heard that other nations' Archons live a long time and belong to a class of extremely powerful beings known as gods.
And that's not the case in Natlan?
Not at all. Every Pyro Archon in Natlan was an ordinary person before taking on the role.
Huh.
Huh? A human serving as an Archon? Is that even possible? You find it hard to believe too, huh?
So that's not normal then? I guess I've just gotten used to how things are here in Natlan.
Well, based on what we've seen, that's not usually how it works. It can't be that easy for a human to become an Archon, right?
Pretty sure the Pyro Archon's the only one who can answer that. I do know this, though. Even after becoming the Pyro Archon, the person in the position still grows old and requires rest. The statue of the Seven may look a lot like our current Archon, but that has to be a coincidence. Countless people have held that title over the years. Oh, I should also mention, the pilgrimage is actually how we select the Pyro Archon. Anyone can claim the title, you just have to prove your strength.
Huh.
So the contest is all about how strong you are.
That's right. We believe performance in battle is the most comprehensive test for a future Archon. Plus, when someone emerges victorious, it's hard to argue with the results. Our current Archon achieved an overwhelming victory. The result was obvious from the beginning. Don't just take my word for it, though. Even the tribe elders said they've never seen an Archon with such strength before. But it's just as Chief Pakal said. Today's limits are tomorrow's breakthroughs. Our future Archons will go from strength to strength.
Okay, Paimon's gonna ignore the whole human becoming an Archon thing for now. It's just, if she's really that strong, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for us? If we think back to what happened in Inazuma...
I'd say it depends on how she feels.
Don't worry about it. Our Archon's a wonderful person and very welcoming to guests. I think you'll get along great.
That doesn't sound...
Right. It's not like we're planning on causing trouble either.
It'll all work out. You'll meet her soon enough.
Alright, Paimon...
This all sounds incredibly foreboding.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, we call this a phlogiston chisleth. Good things happen if you infuse it with phlogiston. Sorry to disappoint, but only people from Natlan can use that power.
I see you. I see you. Oh, that's very funny. The giant graffiti pointing towards it. I'm so happy we get to finish out stamina bars. So maybe the true Pyro Archon is Wyob?
Wait! You can use it too? How?
All in a day's work.
Was amazing!
Does this mean that I would be able to interact with Tyr in the pilgrimage, though, if I can use Phlogiston? Hello.
Wait, look behind you. Something's coming. What do we do? Is something after us? Should we get ready to fight?
We're fine. This here is Toto. Hiya, Toto. It's me, Kachina. Well, aren't we looking lively today? Did the Chisleth lure you over here?
Chisleth.
Warm, isn't it?
Oh, so it was just a friendly Saurian.
That's right. There's quite a few of them around here, and Toto's the friendliest and gentlest of the bunch. He's always hanging around these parts. I swear he does it just to show off to any outlanders that might come this way. Don't let his size fool you, though. He's just a big softie.
What does the crouching mean?
That's an invitation. He's offering us a ride.
Paimon's not so sure about this. It's kind of scary, don't you think? He's huge.
What are you scared of? You can fly.
Oh, good point. You guys have fun with that then. Paimon will just float alongside. Wow, the sightseeing is even
Very
better
cool.
from up here.
The higher the vantage point, the better the view.
Are you and Toto close, Kachina?
Yep. When I was little, my parents and I went to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame to buy a bunch of different fruits, but the cart we were using to transport them flipped over on our way back. Toto wasn't even half his current size back then, but I still burst into tears when I saw him approach. I was afraid he was going to eat all the berries and sunsettias and leave none left for me. In the end, though, he didn't eat a single one, and even chased off a few other Saurians looking to snatch a few for themselves. After that, he used his big head to help get
That's
our
a
cart right
disturbing
side up
display of
again.
intelligence because
I've been
then they
bringing
fed
him
him.
fruit ever
Yeah.
since. Oh, and
Man
there was the one that
domesticated
named him
himself.
Toto, actually. With the sheer amount of food he can eat, he pretty much grew like a weed. Before I knew it, he was
Man
already
secured
this
the bag
big.
for life. I think that that's how wolves became domesticated.
Oh, look over there! That's our destination! The Stadium of the Sacred Flame.
Very
You can
cool.
let us off here, Toto. Thanks for the lift. It's an easy walk from here, so I say we head the rest of the way on foot. It'd be quite the trek for Toto otherwise.
That's true, especially considering his size. Well, see you later, Toto!
Statue! Yeah, I'm wondering if, since we can use Phlogisite, That was really jarring. Gold Flame Cucusar Tyrant. Cool. Still can't get elemental powers from the Statue of the Seven. Perhaps Nightland Special. Constantly been affected by influence in the Abyss. I see something up there. Buried. Children of Echoes familiar with mountain, rock, and solid phlogiston. If you detect something, shake it free. Okay, but like how... You get it by flying from over there? That makes sense. And what are these? Oh. There's so much intrigue, so many cool different things. Wait. I caught an alpaca with a thing! Alpaca ice milk. I think I just took someone's alpaca though. It's fine. Clearly, they did not need it very much. Oh, it's Homeboy. Hello. You gonna... You gonna... Not right now. I'm gonna get that travel point. Did we break something? Because I feel like he ran up to us like he was gonna talk and then nothing happened. Ha. Well, I'm sure I'm gonna forget about that and then remember it later. I want to get to the stadium, and then I'm gonna call the stream there. Probably not gonna be streaming this. Gonna be back on Assassin's Creed, potentially. Just because I'm gonna be doing this on my own as well. But, very interesting. Very diverse, like, incredibly diverse culture from anything we've seen so far. And the color allegations seem to be better than expected. Hello, we made it.
We made it! I'm supposed to meet some friends here, but... I don't see them anywhere. Maybe they're not here yet.
Open your eyes, Slowpoke! Ugh, we've been here this entire time. I've already lost track of how long you've kept us waiting.
Hello, Aja.
Listen here, you. It's not just Kanish and Moalani's time you're wasting, but mine, too! Mine!
I'm guessing Kanish and Milani are both ancient name
That's a
bearers.
strange-looking Saurian. Or, wait, is it even a Saurian?
Take it down a notch, alright? You don't even know some of these people. Just because Kachina's too nice to get mad at you doesn't give you an excuse to be rude to her.
And what are you gonna do about it? You think you're the boss of... Hey! Oh, what do you think you're doing?
Alright, I've put him in a timeout for now. Sorry about that.
Aw, you didn't have to do that. Al just doesn't have much of a filter,
Ouch.
that's all. I don't mind.
He got what he deserved. Let's just hope the lesson sticks this time.
Mualani, there you are.
Looks like you made some new friends. And here I was worried you ran into trouble on your way here.
Hello! Paimon's Paimon!
I'm here to win it.
Oh, a bold statement. I like it. The rule against outsider participation is long overdue for a change anyway.
I don't see your teammates with you, Kachina. Where are they?
Oh, they went to join teams with a better chance at winning.
So you're saying you've been ditched? Again.
Again, yikes.
That might give them an advantage during the team stage, but it all comes down to individual strength sooner or later.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even promise them we would make it through the team stage. The outcome of the team stage usually depends on the ancient name bearer, after all.
Hey now. There's not a single person here that can promise their team victory. You're putting too much pressure. Besides, you're not lacking in strength at all. You just need a bit more confidence. You were only 3 victories short of reaching the Night Warden Wars last time.
Wait, so if the pilgrimage is like a national sporting competition, then what are the Night Warden Wars?
The former is a battle of skill. The latter is a real war. A war against our eternal enemy, the Abyss.
So they're here too. Well, wait a second. You're saying the prize for winning the pilgrimage is the chance to go to war?
That's not too far off. That's why it's called the Night Warden Wars. The pilgrimage chooses the strongest warriors among the tribes, and those warriors fight to repel the Abyss in defense of our homeland. Their names and deeds are then recorded in epic tales passed down over time. That is the highest honor you can achieve in Natlan. Yes, but that's the nature of war. Danger comes with the territory. Resisting the Abyss is our duty. But we're not alone in this fight. We also have the blessing of our Archon, which allows for our safe return.
It's something we call the Ode of Resurrection, which does exactly what it sounds like, basically.
Bro?
Resurrect people, you mean?
Yep. So it's not so scary, really. Our Archon's blessing gives us the courage to keep moving forward.
Let's go register. We don't have much time.
Wait, what about you, Kachina? You're not really planning on competing solo, are you?
We really wish we could help, but we're not from here, so it doesn't seem like we can take part.
There's no threshold to the number of participants. With the sheer number of teams, it's practically guaranteed chaos. No matter how strong or experienced the warrior, victory is never assured. In a situation like that, it's always better to have someone to watch your back.
Oh, how about this? When we register, why don't we ask if these two can have special permission to participate? Odds are the answer will be no, so if that doesn't work, well... I only have a few teammates this time. If someone else could take them, then...
You're not asking me to lead your team, are you?
Look at you, mind reader. So, what do you say? With how strong you are, it would practically be an upgrade for my teammates.
Fine by me, but doesn't that leave you and Kachina as a team of 2?
There's a world of difference between that and flying solo. Besides, we're a formidable duo. I bet our new friends here will agree that 2's always better than 1, right?
Oh, you mean us?
It's definitely less lonely with Paimon around.
You're right. 2 is definitely better than 1.
It's just like the old saying we have here in Natlan. No one fights alone.
But what if I drag you down?
Listen to yourself. You'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Natlan who can beat us when we're together.
Hearing you say that does make me feel a little more confident. Still, teams rarely contain more than one ancient name-bearer. People are definitely gonna think of us as cowards.
And?
The rules don't forbid it, so who cares what they think? It's not like they left us any other option.
Well, I'll leave you to break the news to your soon-to-be former teammates. I'm not good at stuff like that.
Oh, I know. They deserve to hear it from me anyway. Just give me a second, you guys. We can go sign up together once I'm done.
I wonder if we will meet What's-Her-Face. Alright, that one is an owned alpaca, so I cannot take that one. Look at all these green guys. Hello.
This is the place.
I'm assuming
Let's
they're
wait
from
for
a similar
Mulan
tribe
here.
as Kanish.
Did you see the flags at the front gate when we entered?
Oh, yeah. There were flags, weren't there?
Those are our tribal flags. One for each of the 6 tribes that make up Natlan, including the Children of Echoes.
Why the sudden tour guide routine?
I said I'd introduce them to Natlan, and we've got nothing better to do, so I might as well deliver on the promise.
Fair enough. Well, I'm from the Scions of the Canopy. We live high in the mountains and have the closest ties to the Yumkasaurs.
My friend Mualani belongs to the people of the Springs, a seaside tribe. The scenery over there is beautiful, and you can find some really tasty fish. That just leaves the Flower Feather Clan, the Masters of the Nightwind, and the Collective of Plenty. If we get a chance after the pilgrimage, I'll be sure to show you around.
Well, if we're talking tribes, allow me to stand in for our chief and welcome you on behalf of the people of the Springs.
Mualani, you're back! We were just talking about you.
Everything's settled on my end. My teammates took it unbelievably well, actually. Your reputation is really something else, Kanish.
They probably just didn't see any drawbacks to your proposition.
We're saying the same thing here. You, my friend, are a formidable competitor, and they recognize that. Anyway, thanks for waiting, you guys. Let's go register.
Hello there. Here to register for the pilgrimage?
That's right. I wanted to ask, though. These 2 travelers are very interested in the competition. Any chance they could take part?
I'm sorry, but only people from Natlan are eligible to participate.
You couldn't make an exception just this once? This traveler is a renowned adventurer. He's more than skilled enough to participate, and I'm sure the audience would be interested in seeing what he can do.
It's not that simple, Miss Mualani. Even a single exception sets a dangerous precedent for countless interested parties in the future.
This is true.
The purpose of the pilgrimage is not only to select strong warriors, but also to collect contending fire from the battles.
So if I can use a phlogiston or whatever.
This is the fire that fuels the sacred flame. Natlan is only safe from the invasion of the Abyss, while the sacred flame burns eternal.
Oh, so there's another purpose for the tournament.
That was the initial purpose, actually. Every participant, whether they win or lose, contributes to the defense of our nation. That's what makes it such an honor to take part.
Exactly right, Mr. Kanish. Contending fire can only be produced in battles between people of Natlan. Outlander participation would inhibit the production of this fire, which could in turn jeopardize the sacred flame.
Oh,
So it all comes down to the contending fire. Well, you can still enjoy the event from the stands. I'll try to get you some good seats.
That would be great! Tourists like us are better suited to being spectators anyway. Bill, there's something Paimon was wondering, actually. You were Paimon's mind traveler. Why doesn't everyone just fight together? You know, since you can bring them back to life.
The power of resurrection has its limits. For starters, the ode only works on those who bear an ancient name.
Interesting.
That's also why ordinary people who emerge victorious in the pilgrimage aren't sent to fight the Abyss. It's for their own protection. Although, they're still afforded the same honor as those who triumph over the Abyss in battle.
That brings us to the other condition for resurrection. Not much to this one, actually. Just one word. Victory.
Victory?
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash.
Only those who triumph over the Abyss earn the right to be revived. Defeat in battle not only means death, but also the destruction of your ancient name, preventing it from ever being inherited again. The tales of the vanquished are eventually forgotten, and an ancient name cannot survive when the stories of its bearers are lost to time.
Yeah, they won, right? Isn't it the defeated ones who need reviving?
You have to think about it at the team level. For example, 5 representatives will be sent to repel the Abyss this time. Even if 4 of them were to perish, the Ode of Resurrection would still take effect. All you need is for one person to return victorious.
Very
because
interesting.
Every victory is a building block of our legacy.
Of course, the team needs to be strong enough for that to be the case. Otherwise, the price of failure is still very high.
Yeah, Genshin has a ton of story that I feel like is very well interwoven. Especially for being a game that is on mobile. Like, this is a mobile game that came to console and PC. Which means if you're interested in it, or if you like the music or anything like that, I highly recommend it. At least giving it a shot, or looking into the lore if you're very curious about it.
That's why the first stage of the pilgrimage is divided into teams.
Because this is going on for 5 years now?
Working together. No one fights alone. That is what we believe. A lone warrior is one whose defeat is final.
So that's why it's no one fights alone. Got it?
Sounds pretty dangerous.
Well, that axiom is meant to be a warning as much as a source of inspiration. Danger is always present, but together, we can move forward, united in the knowledge that behind every hero charging into battle lies the support of all of Natlan as well as our Archon. Not to mention, the Abyss isn't an enemy with a concrete form. We're often just dealing with the fallout of its scheming.
I've actually fallen in battle before. I spent some time wandering the realm of the Wyab. It was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before.
The realm of the Wyab? Does that mean the Wyab exists somewhere in Natlan?
Hard to say. The realm's not somewhere you can access by ordinary means, and very few people are capable of establishing a mental connection with the Wyab. We call this realm the Night Kingdom, a mysterious liminal space between the body and mind, life and death.
The fact that you were resurrected at all is the worst thing in the world.
Then releasing you from your timeout has gotta come in at a close second.
You would do well to speak with reverence of the almighty dragon lord Kahula-How!
Kahula-How?
To regret it.
If you're done arguing, your registration is now complete. It all went fairly quickly, considering we all know each other. Now, I just need to register your team members according to their name cards, and you'll be all set. In the meantime, you can all go rest at the hotel. As usual, dinner and lodging for tonight are free.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. All food and entertainment before tomorrow's matches are on the house, courtesy of our Archon. Family and friends included, which means you both get in on it. Come on.
So yeah, first off, this is all we've explored so far of the new area, and it's spent, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours? But, this entire world is very, very large. It started here, went down to here, went over to here, to some Japanese-inspired islands. Like, this is an incredibly expansive map that is very, very well put together, and I think the story is very interwoven, but it also, like, each region has their own woes and stories to tell and stuff like that. And so I think it is very well... It's a very, very good story, in my opinion. Highly recommend looking into it. If I sold you on it, I hope you enjoy your try. It is a gacha game, so you do pull for characters, so keep that in mind. Spend responsibly, etc., etc. But, if not, at least listen to the music, because the music in every single area has been phenomenal. And with that, I'm gonna go get some food. It is a little bit past 2 o'clock my time, so lunch is overdue. My elbow. We're fine. If you enjoyed this, let me know, but we will be back with our normal Assassin's Creed on Friday. Let me know if you start the game. I would be very interested to see how you guys do on your journey and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to troll back into it, especially since, for now, I already did it, so it's gone. There's a free 5-star that you can get by logging in. This is a very big game. It is incredibly large. Starting with the desert area, not only is it large, but they... Oh, geez. That was not what I wanted to do. Not only is it large, but they added subterranean regions and maps to go through them. So there's also that. There's so much that even I haven't explored yet. Like this whole area here that we're not going to talk about why it's at 21%, despite there being a major plot point there. But yeah, it gives you a few characters to start off with, some of which are incredibly good. If I go to quick setup, like Shangling. Oh, wow. I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm going to go get food. I'm going to take care of my body and soul. But you get the gist. As always, that's going to be it for the end of my stream, though. I appreciate everybody who dropped by. Grish, Lady Red.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
We're going to have her not finish that statement. Take care of yourselves. As always, most important advice, remember to tell the people you care about that you love them. Bye, guys. My elbow.